Hi, Bob. Good to see you. How are you?
Hello,
You
Stuart.
okay?
Yep, good, thank you.
Good. So yeah, this is just some videos that we're doing around football facilities and our facility focus for this month. Thank you for your time. Thanks for joining us. Would you mind just introducing yourself and your role?
Yeah, I'm Bob Stretton. I'm a club consultant with the FA, predominantly dealing with investment-ready clubs, so that if you get grants for new clubhouse, 3G pitch, pitch improvement, that we can make it financially viable from the point of view of how you invest that money to make your club a better club and can go forward. Sustainability, really.
Great stuff. Okay. What's your sort of current involvement in grassroots football? Obviously, as in addition to the club consultant role.
Yeah, well, up until 2 years ago, I was chairman of Houston Park Football Club, which I still take an interest in and still act as an advisor for. That's a big club in Leicestershire. We've been very fortunate over our 53 years of history to develop a £2.4 million facility, which is really where I get my skill base from. It's all practical. It's not out of a textbook. It's things that I've done. It's things that I've done with clubs, local clubs. I'm also a director of facilities at Leicestershire County FA, looking towards developing their facilities. They've got good facilities at the minute, but they could be a lot better. So I'm working with them, and yeah, I'm also a patron of other charities, but won't go into that because it's mainly to do with horses, and horses and football pitches don't go together.
Okay, great stuff. No, fantastic, thank you. So how did you what is the purpose of the FA club consultant role?
Well, really, it's pretty much the same as I've done with Houston Park Football Club. A lot of clubs have got aspirations to their own clubhouse, their own 3G pitch, their own facilities, improving the facilities. And when I started out, there was no help about. You were sort of on your own, and it was a different ball game. Now we've got clubs all over the country that are developing these facilities, and there's no point in reinventing the wheel, is there? And that's what the FA club programme is about, actually taking the experience of, I think we've got about 42, 43 consultants now. And if the county FA feel that the club is about ready, and that's your decision for investment, then you've got the opportunity there to engage with the club consultant. And through the network of consultants, there's not many questions we can't answer.
Great stuff. Okay, so that sounds fantastic. Obviously, that's where our paths have crossed over the last sort of few years. Yeah. So, just for the viewers, if you like, which clubs from Northampton have you supported over the last few years?
Well, my first club was Corby Town, and that was particularly challenging because you were going through with Northampton councils. You were going through a very torrid time and trying to get any information out of the councils to progress that. One of the things we did, we got an equipment grant, but then it took us about 18 months to get planning permission for the siting of the cabin to put it in. So there's frustrations here, and I think with Steve from Corby, it just helped a bit to having somebody to moan at that might be able to do something about. Then Toaster Town, I've worked with them. They've got a fantastic project on, but again, it's all down to delays with council and funding. And Earls Barton, which I'm pleased to say, Earls Barton Community Trust, which I'm pleased to say is going really well, and we're developing. And it's a new thing with the Football Foundation, a multi-sport site. So, it's not just about now developing just football, but it's how that site's developed for the benefit of the community as well, which is community engagement is a big part of your club.
Yeah, definitely. No, that's great. And so given your experience, I suppose, what's the one piece of advice that you might offer a club or a club committee wanting to improve their facilities?
Okay, well, this is a bit unusual, really, but I compare it to a marriage. You grow up, you go from infant school to junior school to secondary school, possibly to university, and you develop as an adult, and then you get your walks of life. Do you get married? What's your job? How do you do that job? How do you look at your finances for a mortgage? It's very much similar to that, building a club, because you've got all those elements in it. The only thing it's slightly different of is in a marriage there's two of you. In a well-run club, there's probably about 14 or 15 people that should take the helm. But we all know, don't we, that you've got the one man at the top that's pulling his hair out all the time and won't ask for help. Well, this is the club program. That's what it's about. You know, having somebody there to help you and steer you in the right direction. A bit like a marriage counsellor if you get for your arguments.
Okay, great stuff. What would you say is the best thing, kind of over your years you've been involved in grassroots football? What's the best thing about it? What do you enjoy the most?
Oh, definitely the involvement of junior football. I think bringing with you, if you get a team and you take that from under 6 or under 7 all through to under 18, you've got friends for life. I still have kids coming up to me, and as you can tell, I'm a senior citizen. I still get kids coming up to me now, and they follow Helston Park. You know, kids that I coached perhaps nearly 50 years ago. In fact, one funny story I'll tell you is I had a lad come up to me and said to me, "Are you Bob Stretton?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm Bob Stretton." So he said, "Yeah, you took my granddad for football." So, but it is. It's and the other thing is, and I mentioned this earlier about community. Actually building a community facility. Helston Park is in the middle of 3 council estates, and we don't get any graffiti. We don't get any antisocial behaviour. We don't get anything that gives anybody cause for concern. The police, they support us. And this is what the other thing is about, because when I started, I was a young police officer, and the police force sent me on a coaching course to get involved in the community, and I've never stopped since. And it's really, really rewarding to be able to look back at your community and say you've made a difference.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I completely agree, and yeah, hopefully that rings true with a lot of our volunteers, and I'm sure that's what they're all trying to do. And if they could all leave that legacy of great facilities, great pitches, great setup, then yeah, we'll definitely be in a much better place in the long run. So yeah, anything else you'd like to add before we say bye for now?
No, thanks for giving me the opportunity, and like I say, I'm sure that in the next few years you'll relate other people to recommend other people to the programme, and we'll try our best to support Northamptonshire FA in making more and better facilities for everybody to enjoy.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely, Bob. Thanks very much. Good to see you. I'll see you again soon.
Bye.